All right, a good day. Now we are going to discuss about business level strategy. Our learning objectives for this discussion with the following. First, we are going to define business level strategy. Second, discuss the relationship between customers and business level strategies in terms of who, what, and how. Third, we're going to explain the differences among business level strategies. Fourth, we're going to use the 5 forces of competition model to explain how above average returns can be earned through each business level strategy. And fifth, we are going to describe the risk of using each of the business level strategies. Business level strategy. It is an integrated and coordinated set of commitments and actions the firm uses to gain a competitive advantage by exploiting core competencies in specific product markets. Core competencies. These are resources and superior capabilities that are sources of competitive advantage over a firm's rivals. Strategy. It is an integrated and coordinated set of actions taken to exploit core competencies and gain competitive advantage. Business level strategy, providing value to customers and gaining competitive advantage by exploiting core competencies in individual product markets. Customers, their relationship with business level strategies. Now we have your key issues in business level strategy. First, that you have to ask, who will be served? What needs will be satisfied? And third question would be, how will those needs be satisfied? Effectively managing relationships with customers. Firms must manage all aspects of their relationship with customers. Reach, firms' access and connection to customers. Richness, depth and detail of two-way flow of information between the firm and the customer. Affiliation, facilitation of useful interactions with customers. Who, determining the customers to serve. Market segmentation. It is a process used to cluster people with similar needs into individual and identifiable groups. Yeah, for example, all our customers, we're going to make a cluster. Okay, we have consumer markets and those of industrial markets. Consumer markets, okay, we have to consider the demographic factors, socioeconomic factors, geographic factors, psychological factors, consumption patterns, perceptual factors. For industrial markets, we're going to identify the end-use segments, product segments, geographic segments, common buying factor segments, customer size segments. In short, we have here our consumer markets and those of our industrial markets. Okay, so for example, consumer markets, for the demographic factors, we have, for instance, age, income, sex, etc. For socioeconomic factors, we have social class, stage in the family life cycle. Geographic factors, we have, for example, cultural, regional, and national differences. For psychological factors, we have lifestyle, personality traits, and for consumption patterns, that includes heavy, moderate, and light users. Perceptual factors, that includes benefit segmentation, perceptual mapping. For industrial markets, end-use segments identified by Standard Industrial Classification or SIC code, product segments based on technological differences or production economics, geographic segments defined by boundaries between countries or by regional differences within them, common buying factor segments cut across the product market and geographic segments, and fifth, customer size segments. What, determining which customer needs to satisfy. Customer needs are related to products' benefits and features. Customer needs are neither right nor wrong, good nor bad. Customer needs represent desires in terms of features and performance capabilities. How, determining core competencies necessary to satisfy customer needs. First must decide who to serve, what customer needs to meet, and how to use core competencies to implement value-creating strategies that satisfy target customers' needs. Only firms with capacity to continuously improve, innovate, and upgrade their competencies can expect to meet and or exceed customer expectations across time. The purpose of business level strategy. Business level strategies are intended to create differences between the firm's competitive position and those of its competitors. To position itself, the firm must decide whether it intends to perform activities differently or perform different activities as compared to its rivals. Types of potential competitive advantage. Achieving lower overall costs than rivals, that is performing activities differently than reducing process costs. Possessing the capability to differentiate the firm's product or service and command a premium price, that is performing different, that is more highly valued activities. Competitive scope. Broad scope. The firm competes in many customer segments. Narrow scope. The firm selects a segment or group of segments in the industry and tailors its strategy to serving them at the exclusion of others. We have here the 5 business level strategies. We have basis for customer value and that of our target market. So narrow market segment, the broad market, for basis for customer value, lower cost, and distinctiveness. Now, if we have a narrow market segment with lowest cost, then that's focus cost leadership. While if our target market is broad and it's lower cost, it's cost leadership. But if it's distinctiveness as its basis for customer value, then the target market is broad, then that's differentiation. For target market which is narrow with distinctiveness for basis for customer value, that's focus differentiation. While integrated cost leadership differentiation are in these 4 quadrants. Cost leadership strategy, an integrated set of actions taken to produce goods or services with features that are acceptable to customers at a lower cost relative to that of competitors. Product characteristic, relatively standardized or commoditized products. Features broadly acceptable to many customers. Lowest competitive price. Cost-saving actions required by this strategy, building efficient scale facilities, tightly controlling production costs and overhead, minimizing cost of sales and research and development and service, building efficient manufacturing facilities, monitoring costs of activities provided by outsiders, simplifying production processes, how to obtain a cost advantage, determine and control cost drivers, reconfigure value chain if needed, alter production process, change in automation, new distribution channel, new advertising media, direct sales in place of indirect sales. New raw material, forward integration, backward integration, change location relative to suppliers or buyers. And we have here the value creating activities for cost leadership. For value chain activities, we have supply chain management, operations, distribution, marketing, including sales and follow-up service, all towards the customers. Support functions that includes finance, human resources, and management information systems. Cost-effective MAS, few management layers, simplified planning, consistent policies, effective training, easy-to-use manufacturing technologies, investment in technologies, finding low-cost raw materials, monitor suppliers' performances, link suppliers' products to production processes, economies of scale, efficient scale facilities, effective delivery schedules, low-cost transportation, highly trained sales force, and proper pricing. Cost leadership strategy, competitors. Due to cost leaders' advantageous position, rivals hesitate to compete on basis of price. Lack of price competition leads to greater profits. Now, as we can see, we have a rivalry within existing competitors, threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, bargaining power of buyers, the threat of subsidies of products, rivalry among competing firms. Cost leadership strategy, the buyers. Bargaining power of buyers can mitigate buyers' power by driving prices far below competitors, causing them to exit, thus shifting power with buyers or customers back to the firm. Bargaining power of suppliers can mitigate suppliers' power by being able to absorb cost increases due to low-cost position, being able to make very large purchases, reducing chance of supplier using power. The threat of potential entrants can find enough new entrants due to their need to enter on a large scale in order to be cost competitive. The time it takes to move down the industry learning curve. Cost leadership strategy, the substitutes. Cost leader is well positioned to lower price in order to maintain its value position, make investment to add features unavailable in substitutes, buy intellectual property and patents developed by potential substitutes. Competitive risk. Processes used to produce and distribute good or service may become obsolete due to competitors' innovations. Too much focus on cost reductions may occur and expensive customers' perceptions of differentiation. Competitors using their own core competencies may successfully imitate the cost leaders' strategy. Differentiation strategy, an integrated set of actions taken to produce goods or services at an acceptable cost that customers perceive as being different in ways that are important to them. Focus is on non-standardized products, appropriate when customers value differentiated features more than they value low cost. How to obtain a differentiation advantage? Control cost drivers if needed, reconfigure value chain to maximize, lower buyer's cost, raise performance of product or service, create sustainability through customer perceptions of uniqueness, customer reluctance to switch to non-unique product or service, value creating activities, and differentiation. Again, we have the support functions and value chain activities. Highly developed MIS in emphasis on quality, worker compensation for creativity, productivity, use of subjective performance measures, basic research capability, technology, high-quality raw materials, delivery of products, high-quality replacement parts, superior handling of incoming raw materials, attractive products, rapid response to customer specifications, order processing procedures, customer credit, personal relationships. Differentiation strategy, competitors. Rivalry with existing competitor defense against competitors because customers brand loyalty to differentiated product offers price competition. Differentiation strategy, the buyers. Bargaining power of buyers can mitigate buyers' power because well-differentiated products reduce customer sensitivity to price increases. Differentiation strategy, the suppliers. Bargaining power of suppliers can mitigate suppliers' power by absorbing price increases due to higher margins, passing along higher supplier prices because buyers are loyal to differentiated brand. Differentiation strategy, new entrants. The threats of potential entrants can defend against new entrants because new products must surpass proven products. New products must be at least equal to performance of proven products, but offered at lower prices. Differentiation strategy is the substitutes. Product substitutes well positioned relative to substitutes because brand loyalty to a differentiated product tends to reduce customers' testing of new products or switching brands. Competitive risk of differentiation. The price differential between the differentiator's product and the cost leader's product becomes too large. Differentiation ceases to provide value for which customers are willing to pay. Experience narrows customers' perceptions of the value of differentiated features. Counterfeit goods replicate the differentiated features of the firm's products. Focus strategies, an integrated set of actions taken to produce goods or services that serve the needs of a particular competitive segment. Particular buyer group, youths or senior citizens, differentiate segment of a product line, professional craftsmen versus do-it-yourself surfers. Different geographic markets, East Coast versus West Coast. Product strategies, types of focus strategies. We have focus cost leadership strategy, focus differentiation strategy. To implement a focus strategy, firms must be able to complete various primary and support activities in a competitively superior manner in order to develop a sustained competitive advantage and earn above average returns. Factors that drive focus strategies. Large firms may overlook small niches. A firm may lack the resources needed to compete in the broader market. A firm is able to serve a narrow market segment more effectively than can its larger industry-wide competitors. Focusing allows the firm to direct its resources to certain value chain activities to build competitive advantage. Competitive risk of focus strategies. A focusing firm may be out of focus or out-focused by its competitors. A large competitor may set its sights on a firm's niche market. Customer preferences in a niche market may change to more closely resemble those of the broader market, integrated cost leadership, and differentiation strategy. A firm that successfully uses an integrated cost leadership or differentiation strategy should be in a better position to adapt quickly to environmental changes, learn new skills and technologies more quickly, effectively leverage its core competitors while competing against its rivals. Commitment to strategic flexibility is necessary for implementation of integrated cost leadership or the differentiation strategy. Flexible manufacturing systems or FMS, information network CRM, total quantity management, total quantity management systems, and flexible manufacturing systems, computer control process used to produce a variety of products and moderate flexible quantities with a minimum of manual intervention. The goal is to eliminate the low cost versus wide range products trade-off.